Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Well, on my last bit of footage in which I filmed Bilbo Baggins and the Joker, which was donated to me by a couple of my friends who are also collectors, I said I was going to cover the Aquaman wave or possibly the Black Panther wave, which I also call the Wakanda Forever wave. But I decided I'd want to tackle these three. They're just a couple of X-Men, and I've got quite a few of them, but I am after the classic X-Men look because that's what I remember in the comics. But I'm going to just cover these guys first and have a little chat about them. And I've got them in the classic on one knee pose. So let's come to Cyclops first. Now with Cyclops, he comes in very many variants, and I have a friend who runs a toy outlet, and he started selling Hasbro figures and a few Todd McFarlane figures, but he decided to switch over to Funkos. But his actual passion is he claims he runs the only Bilko museum dedicated to Ernest Bilko, Phil Silvers, and I have that box set because I'm a big fan of the guy. And he decided to concentrate on that museum and start getting rid of these figures. And I paid £5 each for them because Hasbro normally charge around 28 quid. So when I saw this version of Cyclops, I had to have it. I've seen different versions, but even if I had other Cyclops figures, which I haven't, I would have still gone for this because I actually like the look of the guy. And I like the fact that you can sort of it implies there's an X running across his chest right down to his waist, but he comes with a head sculpt other than this one, and I'll show you that in the next couple of minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change his pose out and show you the other head sculpt. Now his name is Scott Summers, and this is his brother Alex Summers. And you would have seen him in the X-Men movies, but they did kill him off in X-Men Apocalypse. But I don't remember the comic version of this, which is what this is, but I do like it. And those energy effects there, I couldn't work out how you sort of attach them, but it's not rocket science. Eventually you can work it out. And there's a big version of those energy effects that you attach to its back, which is not on camera right now, but you will see that in the next few minutes. So that's Alex Summers and his brother Scott Summers. So last but not least, we're going to come over to Professor Xavier. Now this is my favourite head sculpt on the figure. He does come with another one, you'll see that soon. But I couldn't work out why this one doesn't have the wheelchair and why he's standing up. So I had to go onto the YouTube and do a bit of research on his backstory, and it comes off the back. This figure comes from the animation series. So at the end of the day, I quite like him, and when you get it for a fiver, you can't really moan. So I just show you some angles there of him, and he also has a change of hands, which you will see in the next few minutes. So those guys. And while I was over at my friend's house, check out Ray Ray's collection, he's donated to me, because he's the guy who donated the Joker to me. He donated to me a tripod in which I can fix the camera on there so I don't have to hold it, because this is all new to me, so you might see wobbly effects. I might call characters by the wrong name. It's a learning curve, but that camera can be attached to a tripod, and on that tripod there's a device where you can change out the lighting and create different moods. So I'm going to have a practice at it first, so that any future filming you'll get a different look on camera of the figures that I will be filming. So let's come in close and have it one more time, and then I'm going to put that energy effect that I've not shown right now on his back. And I might get them standing up, or I might get them just staying as they are. And then we'll come to Cyclops one more time. I'm going to change out his head, but I do like this head sculpt. Close up on him. and finally to Professor Xavier, and I'm going to change out his head sculpt and his hand gestures. So stay tuned, I'll be back in a sec. So guys, I've got them back on their feet. Not my best poses, but it's a quick one really. So we'll come to Havoc first. I've tilted his head towards the skies. You can see that there. And then you can notice I come round the back. You see that energy effect, which I've attached back on to the figure. I actually prefer him without that, but I thought I might as well show you him in his entirety. And then Professor Xavier there, got the helmet on. It's a good helmet. It allows him to expand his powers so he can locate other mutants in the world. I've left on one of the hand gestures, which is the one on the left. And I've changed out the one on the right. There's his other hands. And then, of course, Cyclops has got that energy effect on. I might do one more pose because I'm not very happy with these ones. They're a bit naff. So I'm going to pause it again to give you the last pose. So this is the final pose, and actually I'm going to keep them this way and put them back in my display. I've changed over the platform position. Cyclops, who was on the right, is now on the left. I've tilted his head a bit higher, changed his fighting fist position, which is that arm, dropped it a little bit, changed his leg position, and angled him differently. And I am going to keep him this way and put him back in my display. I've actually got these three figures with my Doctor Strange wave, which is Doctor Strange, Baron Morado, I think, or Morado, and Master Wong. And with Havoc, I've widened his stance. I've got his head tilting downwards a little bit, lengthened out the arms, quite like that. And Professor Xavier, I've dropped that hand away from his helmet and down by the side of his body. Kept the mind control hand gesture in on that side, but it's just a quick one. I like to sit down for quite a while before I decide how to pose things on camera. But this was a last minute thing. Don't know why I wanted to film these guys today, but at the end of the day, it's been a long time coming. And in the months to come, I will pull out the other X-Men. I've also, as I said, I think earlier, I don't think I did say it actually, my mind is forgetting things. I've seen the World War II Logan. That's been reviewed today, and I do like that figure, and it is in my toy outlet. So you may well see Wolverine, which you've seen on camera before, being posed next to my World War II Logan. So I'm just going to get some angles, see what the dynamics are like. Quite like that. Side on view. I was not familiar with this comic book look of Havoc, but I do like it. And I certainly wasn't familiar with this look of Professor Xavier. And obviously you can see on that helmet he's got the X symbol, but I do like that, as you can see. And then of course Cyclops, which is kind of my favourite, to be honest. Like I said, I like this look. And I'm going to try out the camera that was donated, the tripod that was donated to me before I film anything with it, because that has the lighting effects and that can create the atmosphere and the ambience of whatever you're filming. And when I know what I'm doing, I will start filming future figures with that little bit of technology which was donated to me by my mate Ray. Check out Ray's collection. So on that note, I've kept it under 10 minutes, which I'm pleased about, because I know you guys don't like to sit down for too long, and unless it's a spectacular high-end touring video, which you can probably watch up to half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. I've watched a few myself. this sort of review is kind of best kept short. So on that note, I'll say to anyone watching, thanks again, and I'll see you soon. And I also like to thank anyone who is commenting. I've read a few and it's very encouraging. I'm still learning, and anyone who subscribed to me, thank you again. I'm going to try and locate your stuff so I can watch and be inspired and learn to be better at doing this. But on this note, and it's quite late tonight, I don't normally film this late, I'll say thanks for watching the channel, and I'll see you again soon. Let's come in close. Or not. Of course I will. Let's go back a bit. Like I said, it's all new to me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.